get it.
Whew. What's up,
What's
everybody?
up, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Yup, we're back again. We're back.
Recent cuts.
How's everyone doing, man? Hope everybody's doing all right in these weird times we live in. Where, guys, if you're just joining, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Help this video get spread through the algorithm, because this is a very eye-opening video. In case you've seen the title while you clicked on this video, this is basically, we're gonna be covering the Hawaii wildfires, and we're gonna be covering what the news is basically mainstream media is not telling you. So yeah, anything you want to add?
Hold on. It didn't even pop up in my notification feed.
Oh, it didn't?
Hold on. Are we live? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it shows it on the YouTube tab in the back. Guys, sorry
Okay, cool.
about that.
Alright, sorry about that.
Technical difficulties, but
Alright,
you know,
we're live, but it didn't
awesome.
send me a
All right. We're live.
You
That's
got
good.
a notification? That's weird. How you get a notification?
Oh. It shows that we're live in the background. So
Alright.
we're live.
Let's just go for that. All
Yeah,
right.
but guys,
Yeah, so-
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Make
so,
sure you like that video.
Yeah.
Help us out.
So the Hawaii wildfire. We talked about this previously a couple days ago. And so the video we're gonna be reacting to is from a channel. You might call it. Some might call it a conspiracy channel. Some might call it not a conspiracy channel because I think that said it. But the video is gonna be in the description, so you can always go back. But this channel do get deleted by YouTube a lot, so you have to be quick about it. And then you have to subscribe to his other channels.
Facts, guys. If you somebody who like to dismiss conspiracy theories, don't be that person. Like, come into this video with an open mind. And
That's all we do. We just asking questions, and we're just watching the videos, and
we're just looking at this from a closer lens.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
And everything that we look at is allegedly always is alleged.
Yeah, we're asking the hard questions. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Questions that's in everybody, the back of everybody's head.
Yeah. So when we did this video a couple days ago, we didn't really get that much
Yeah, we
information.
included it in one of our random clip videos. In case you caught that, it was all the way at the end.
Yeah.
It was a quick, brief cover up on it, covering of it that we did, and like, I'm glad that we covered it so early, because it really got real big, like really shortly.
It was already big. It became even more mainstream now. Like,
it wasn't the back front. It was in the back. Now it's in the forefront.
Yeah, now it's in the forefront.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm 90% sure what I said in the video, but I do believe we did allude to that. There is a reason why this happened to Hawaii. You know.
Yeah,
it's a tourist destination. It brings in a lot of money, and the land there is so valuable. It's like you could think of land as gold in a way.
Yep.
And the land there is very valuable. So it is
one of the first things that came to my mind when I first saw this news covering of Hawaiian wildfire. I was like, it don't really make sense that such a extreme fire would happen in such a tropical location.
Yeah.
Like that was one of the questions that was running in the back of my mind. It didn't sit right, you know?
Yeah.
When I first saw it. I'm like, what did Hawaii previously have fires like this before?
In a very long time, not that I know of.
Yeah, it didn't match, you know.
Yeah,
it didn't match the location.
Yeah, and the time of that video, we made that video a couple of days ago. We didn't know how the fire started, but they're saying it started because of climate change, or because I don't even know how that even makes sense.
Yeah, they always throw that out there. Climate change.
So like the climate change caused the fire that happened in Canada also. Like I'm not sure.
That's wild, guys. But we're gonna get right into our first source, guys.
Yeah.
Without further ado.
Yeah.
So let's get it, guys. Like and subscribe.
So we're just gonna be asking questions, guys, and yeah. Whoever watches this video, let us know what you think about the Hawaii fire and why do you think it happened? Because before it happened, you have Hawaiians saying, hey, they don't want tourists coming over to Hawaii because, they're destroying the land there. They're destroying you have endangered species there. I believe Hawaii have the most endangered species. I'm not 100% sure. You could fact check me on that. I'm not 100% sure. You got tourists destroying the coral reef. When they go snorkeling on that stuff.
Right.
They tell them, "Hey."
You see, there is always some type of gain for these these corporations.
I mean, you got people like you also have more homeless people in Hawaii, native and you also got a lot of people who are Hawaiian descent that are not living in Hawaii. They're living elsewhere, and it's like they're getting pushed out of their land. They're getting pushed out of their heritage. It's just
guys, let's get right into the video.
Yeah.
This YouTuber does a really interesting breakdown of what's going on on the back end. So let's see what he has to say. Let's get it.
And students, and a shout out, of course, to some well-known folks who have ties to the island. Oprah Winfrey handed out pillows and other supplies to people.
Yeah, I kid you not. Today, I walked by the TV. This was the news was on.
Wow.
The TV was on, and I'm looking at Oprah Winfrey. She over here hugging people, talking to the camera and stuff on the street. I'm like, in my head, it didn't look right. I'm like, yo, this lady's so fake. There's something in it for her
if she's.
This lady's so fake. Like you can look at somebody's face. You can look at their gestures. You can see if it's genuine. Yeah. And I did not get that from Oprah.
What a shelter!
Stop the cap.
2,000 acres here on Maui.
It is amazing how
this
people
look like
are
a
stepping
PR
up,
stunt.
and Amazon's Jeff Bezos and fiance Lauren Sanchez are establishing a $100 million fund.
Look like I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. This look like a guy.
I'm like, why is that boob that low? It looks like a chest muscle. It looks kind of squarish,
So we ain't gonna body shape this lady or man, whatever this person is. We're not gonna body shame them, but we know what they do. We know what they do behind closed doors.
That's
to
an
help
AI
Maui
bot.
get back on its feet, and in the coming years,
To help Maui get back on his feet in the coming years.
The end of the beginning. Welcome to today's show. Isn't it so kind of Oprah to show up from her $5 million castle that she has in Maui to put a pillow behind someone's back? And isn't it even nicer for Jeff Bezos to donate $100 million
it's a
to
PR
rebuilding
stunt,
Maui, to rebuilding Lahaina? I mean, that's really, really kind of them. We should all be applauding them, of course, for their
Remember,
kind
this
gestures.
video is in the description. We don't know how long this video is going to be able to be uploaded or stay uploaded.
Like that. Not that she should. And I guess they just have kind hearts, and of course they have ties into Maui. Isn't it? Because I'm a big believer in coincidence. Isn't it a crazy coincidence that Bezos owns land there and a mansion there, and so does Oprah? And none of it got touched during this fire.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, you guys hear that? We're not 100% sure if their land didn't get touched. We're not 100% sure, but that's crazy. And I will figure land in Hawaii will be expensive because it's an island.
Yeah.
You don't have that
Waterfront
much. You don't have as much land as
high value.
Yeah, of course.
Boy, God,
definitely in Hawaii too.
Yeah, definitely. You got the name Hawaii. Come on, bro.
Good to these people, I suppose. There's no way that this could be controlled in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I'm going to show you some stuff that really ties into this that should make people a little bit suspicious, such as where the fires were and what Oprah owns in Maui.
Man.
She owns, or he owns it.
Okay, we'll just let's let this video play. When it comes up, I'll talk about it because
in Hula,
what happened?
It's just the fact that where the fire really devastated, where the fire really touched, who it really affected. It's like
the fact that the fire had like
it didn't affect the rich people. It affected
it had a selective destructive
yeah.
It's like that fire was picking what it wants to destroy and what it can't not or don't want to destroy.
And on this channel we have talked about weather modification. We have talked about
bro, that's sick.
We talked about stuff. Hey,
that's sick.
It's just somewhat close to the fire, so maybe it's just a way to clear out some of the land there, because they're going to need a lot of that land.
What I say, Oprah Winfrey snaps up 870 acres Hawaii Island, Maui for $6.6 million. So 870 acres for $6.6 million. You gotta look at it. If you buy 870 acres of land in the United States, is a lot cheaper than that, I believe. But the fact that she had to pay millions of dollars for that, it shows you that land there costs a pretty bad.
Cleared out to put this big city in, and of course owns 100 acres in Hana, but
look at that, look at that. But it comes amid claims millionaires are pricing out locals and the whole. How you say that? Aloha, yeah.
Aloha State. That's crazy.
Got touched,
yeah,
and
so
house didn't get touched.
it's basically building up the
these
property
other
value.
celebrities
Basically,
didn't get
when you
touched.
have
Homes
people
there
spending
like
$1 million
Jim
on land,
But let me start by
you know who's gonna be hungry to sell that land? Realtors.
Right.
Like.
Which is shady. It's so shady, man.
Yeah, man.
It's like that's so messed up. Like that's those people birthright.
Yeah.
It says this in the Bible, man. You should never sell your birthright. Remember that king who tried to buy that farmer's birthright in the Bible? No. I forgot the name exactly, but the farmer knew.
Yeah.
He knew that that's his birthright, and he can't sell it for anything. And that king, back in the Old Testament, that king ended up killing him.
Wow.
And the Most High punished that king for generations. Wow. And it really it's just like one of the worst things you can do is sell your birthright. Yeah. It's
so
crazy.
A lot of the people they wasn't gonna sell their stuff. That's their home. They're not gonna sell their land, but
it's a very important thing.
What happened when you have somebody who don't want to sell their land?
It's priceless, man.
How can you get that land if they're not selling their land?
You're gonna have to kill them.
You're gonna have to do something.
You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to
some underhand tactics. But
allegedly.
But it's more to the bigger picture than just taking their land from them. It's what they want to do with that land and the plan that they have for it. Let's get
which is dated from March.
In my opinion, I feel like they're gonna years from now. Hawaii's gonna be that place where only the elites go, only the people who have money go. It's gonna be that like vacation place for only those people who really have money. In that new social credit type of world.
8th of this year, that Oprah owns 870 acres of picturesque land on the Hawaiian island of Maui, adding to her portfolio of real estate in the Aloha State.
And all the people there in Hawaii are they being protected? Are they being protected in Hawaii? Like the native, are they being protected? No. In my opinion, no. Like you allow millionaires to buy so much land over there. It's like
that's
that should have been a no. In my opinion, that should have been a no. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind them buying probably 1 or 2 acres of land there, but you're buying big clumps of acres. I mean, I would prefer if they didn't buy no land in Hawaii, because
it should be laws. Don't you, like Hawaii should have certain laws where you cannot buy certain amounts of land. Yeah, because it belongs to certain people.
Yeah, but hey, money talks, and at the end of the day, opposition owned that place.
And plus, like you said earlier, Hawaii have a lot of endangered species, and habitats should be protected, not sold off. Which that's crazy. Let's go.
Isn't it? That's kind of
and then
crazy.
You're watching a lot of videos. You see a lot of people.
Think about it.
Those people in the water because of the fire.
And entertainment mogul splashed out $6.6 million on the land in the Kula region, close to the stunning ranch she already owns on the island. Oprah's recent purchase revealed in sales deeds
And then if you try to look up stuff about this, about smart cities in Hawaii, it's very hard to find. I mean, it's not very hard to find, but
the
it's
new plots in several purchases, a 520-acre parcel. That's a lot of acres for an island. And a lot of acres for anybody, of course, but for an island here, right?
Right,
yeah. 3.89, 520-acre parcel. A 330-acre parcel, no coincidence there. It was probably 331 or 29. She asked them to round up. She loves that number. A 330-acre parcel for $2.47 million, and two 10-acre parcels, right? So it goes on to say that Oprah, whose net worth is estimated in between $2.5 billion and $3 billion, is one of several billionaires to buy up land in Hawaii, to the frustration of
that property all around Hawaii.
Pricing them out of the market. That's very interesting. That's very interesting because I've heard a lot that a lot of the locals,
her eyes look dark,
conveniently,
and
coincidentally,
soulless,
unfortunately, in Lahaina were asked to sell their land repeatedly, and they did not want to sell it.
You hear that? They were asked to sell their land repeatedly, and they did not want to sell it.
Why would they?
Why would you want to sell? That's like
you.
I would, yeah.
Like you're free.
You're free.
You got your own land.
Your
like
family,
what kind of
dumbass
will sell it?
Yeah. No.
These people are not idiots.
They're not idiots. They would never sell. Yeah. They'll never sell.
You can't put a price.
But then you gotta look at it too at the death toll. And my personal belief is they're not telling us the true death toll that happened in Hawaii. And who knows how many of these people own land? Who knows how many of these people had a good stake that now it's gonna be up for grab for whoever. I'm just saying, man. It's just.
But they felt like they were getting priced out of the market. They felt like they were getting pushed by a lot of these celebrities. You may have heard that Mark Zuckerberg, our friend Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, is he human? No way.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg owns $100 million worth of property in Hawaii.
Yeah, that man did not look human.
That's right. On the island of Kauai, he purchased all of this land.
Yep.
A little bit crazy, right? So Mark Zuckerberg owns the majority of land.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This man owns the most land in Hawaii, bro. Like, what does that tell you? This is the owner of Facebook.
Let me see how much
of land, and he owns. Got this: one 750-acre property. He has another one that's 357 acres, and another one that's 393 acres. So he has over 1,000 acres as well.
That's a lot of land.
Just from hearing all of this, that you guys, we can conclude that there's definitely some underlying interest in Hawaii.
In Hawaii, yes.
The fact that these billionaires would be buying up all this land, and there's something going on. That's a major red flag. That.
So like, my thing is like, say for instance, when the smart cities are up and running,
right,
and everywhere is like Smart City Central, it's 2030 agenda is full frontal everything. They're gonna be in these beautiful island, looking at the beautiful vista, looking at the beautiful ocean, and just drinking their little coffee in the morning. Like, yeah, this is nice. While everybody else is stuck in a 15-minute city on dirty bicycles, going to your job that's 15 minutes away from your house. It's just, I don't know.
This on the island of Kauai, it's like, are they buying up all the land there? Or are they going to make their own little plethora of Epstein Islands? Very possible, isn't it? But no, really, isn't anybody suspicious at all that these celebrities in this small island of Maui? I mean, it's not a real big island; it's an island after all.
Right. I mean,
but they all own all this property there, and that people in Kauai have accused Zuckerberg of trying to force the tenant farmers from their historic plots.
Wow.
And Zuckerberg is colonizing Kauai, according to a petition which was launched by the people of Hawaii.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And all you see how it goes. It's all something that's happening when you're not expecting it. It's something that's happening on the shadow when
this is what's happening in the background.
Yeah, while your attention was on the chair, the hat, and the fight at the Alabama waterfront.
Our riverfront brawl.
Our attention was there too, but it's like where all our attention are put on something major happening. Just know something else is happening in the background.
Guys, it's called sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. They're showing you one thing, and in the other hand, they're doing something far more sinister.
Yeah.
And it's
Was
crazy,
there any other
bro.
celebrities
It's
in Maui
crazy.
who own
They do.
land?
Pause right quick.
Let's
They-
see.
They do this time and time again. This is not the first time they've done this. They do this repeatedly, yo.
Always.
Oprah Winfrey, Peter Thiel. He was the founder of PayPal. He happens to own land there, but don't get worried or panic. His property wasn't touched or torched either.
I see.
Wow.
That's 3 people who have property in Hawaii that didn't get touched.
So
Allegedly,
this wasn't a
allegedly.
wildfire. It's safe to say this was a controlled fire.
Yes, it's safe. It's safe to say,
Based
based
on
this
I'm
video, based on what this
saying
video is saying.
right now.
Allegedly,
This
yeah.
wasn't wild.
But that's 3
There's
people.
no way.
That's three billionaires or
Yeah.
people with money that did not get their
Yeah,
property touched.
they're okay. Like,
so it makes me think. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm just asking questions.
yeah.
You do the research on your own if you don't like this video. Let's get it.
Jeff Bezos, of course we know that his wasn't torched or touched. Then we have Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac. He happens to own land there. Of course, Fleetwood
4
Mac,
people, my bad.
all musicians, all witches and warlocks.
Wow.
Clint Eastwood, he owns property there. Steven Tyler, the Satanist himself, he owns land there. Don't worry, his land is perfectly fine.
Controlled
Jim
fire,
Carrey,
guys.
Owen Wilson, Woody Harrelson, all
Wow,
just
look at all
happen
those
to
names.
own land there, all
Alphonse Sauce on the island. Additional. Wow.
unaffected by the nuke.
Acquired 98% of an island within
98%. You basically own the whole
All
island,
these
bro.
people have 98%, or is that wow?
That's crazy, man.
That went off on the coast, and at the same time, all the citizens there, all the people who happen to live on the island, all were claiming that they were trying to get them to sell their property and force them off the island. So, does it seem like there's a plan there to do something with the islands?
Yeah, it
Is
seemed like
anyone
it.
suspicious yet? I mean, all the celebrities all seem to be friends. They all have the same, the same politics, ideologies as one another. Jim Carrey, the high satanic priest in California, are they all the same politics as one another? Just coincidentally, they all live in the same areas as one another. They all happen to own land, not all, but a lot of them own land in Maui. Zuckerberg's pretty much bought the entire island of Kauai.
That's crazy.
And when
And
people
I-
are asked to
It's,
sell their
it's an endless list, man.
I remember that too, cause I remember like a video or article on that Mark Zuckerberg buying all that land, and I didn't really think none of it. I really didn't think none. I'm like, okay, like
This-
he's rich.
Yeah,
He got money. He
they're
can do that.
always buying land.
Yeah,
Bill
but-
Gates, all of them, they're
Yeah.
always, for some reason, they're always
Always
acquiring
buying land.
large amounts of
But
land
land is
on
the
the
new
back,
gold.
on the down low.
Yeah, land's the new gold, and you gotta look at it. Also, what can you do with those land? I'm not saying with the one in Hawaii, but like you can grow certain stuff on it, and you can make a killing because it's gonna come a point in time where food shortage is gonna be a very big problem. It's already a big problem
Those
now,
who
but
own
it's
the
gonna
land
be
owns the food,
yeah.
and if you own the food, you're in control.
land and refuse, well, conveniently, a wildfire on the island of Maui swept in, where all the homes, every single one, Lahana,
That's so
happened to
messed
burn to the
up,
ground.
man.
Not even
That's crazy.
That's so
one
messed
house
up.
remained. Not even one. That's how.
That's
It's
yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
bro, there's so much history
And it's
is
like-
gone
yeah.
just cause some greedy, grubby elites want to get their hands on some more land.
Allegedly, guys, allegedly, and it's also
That's
crazy
so
that
crazy.
it's also crazy that all those houses. It's like I never been in a wildfire, so I don't have a say. This is just me speaking from outside. I don't take what I'm saying as the truth, but it's like to me, it's like what's in this fire? It's destroying everything. It's like it's like what type of fire is this? These fires are
It's
different,
a
bro.
very weird fire, right?
Bro, these fires are
Yeah.
apocalyptic, bro. Like they're
Like,
burning tires, they're
for
burning
real,
cars,
like
everything. But they don't burn a lot of grass areas. They don't burn certain areas. It's like, but the
yeah,
homes are gone.
they're
It's like-
building. Yeah, man, that is so crazy, yo. If you think about it, like what device are they using to spawn these type of fires.
And remember that Canada fire that happens. Remember it made all of New York like orange. You couldn't go out. You couldn't go outside.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Normal fire doesn't do that. Never happened before, but hey, let's get it.
These elites,
bad the
man.
fire was, but not one house, not one building, not one home remained. Oh, but some trees did, and some bushes, because, you know, when there's a wildfire, we all know they usually don't target trees or actual tinder, kindling, or any of that stuff.
What kind of fire is that?
They pretty much go around them, target the homes, burn them down, and then just kind of avoid the actual trees. So the wildfire, I guess, just started in thin air.
Man,
you gotta
that's
think
one
about
picky wildfire.
You gotta also think about it, man. You gotta also think about it.
That wildfire. Sad.
Yeah. But you also gotta think about it too. Where are these people gonna be relocated? Where are the natives gonna be relocated? And what's gonna happen to them afterwards? Are they gonna get to keep their land, or are they gonna say, "Hey, oh yeah, this land is too scorched. You can't get it back. We'll pay you for it, or we'll like I don't know. We don't know. We can only wait and see what happens." But it's disgusting what's going on over there, and we're sorry for the people that have passed away because of this.
Up.
Because
just thinking about it, man, like the fact that they would just say, you know what, we're just gonna burn your whole reality just for our agenda. Our agenda.
Yeah.
Like we just like you guys are not like you guys are lower than humans. Like and let's not forget, these are citizens. These are United States citizens, and they're just running amok. It's like these people are getting treated like they're just you know, like indigenous people, or like
and all the meanwhile
these people got no type of protection. No, like this is so wrong, man.
All the meanwhile, the government's still trying to send money to Ukraine. They're trying to send billions of dollars to Ukraine.
Wow.
I think there was I don't know if it was a news or an article. They're saying there was a plane that was going to Ukraine. I guess with supplies or something, and the people in Hawaii thought it was coming for them, but nope, it was going to Ukraine. Wow. I'm not 100% sure if that's true.
Can you imagine that? And that's seeing something like that, you'll just lose all faith in your government.
You thinking, we're getting supplies, we're getting relief. Nope, it kept on going.
It's at that moment you realize, man, we really on our own, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's get it.
Another thing, they're not even giving us any reasoning for the fire. They're having a tough time coming up with it because it happened so fast.
Yeah. But they're saying it's
they haven't given a source of the fire, what started. They haven't said anything.
They're saying for now. They're saying it's climate change. So, but I don't know. I don't know.
That's so.
You got explain that a little bit more in detail for me.
Which also makes me think, that's really strange. But I believe what the government's the media is telling us. They're not working hand in hand. You see, there's the government who's in charge, who's working for us. And then there's the media, who are the actual smart journalists who are telling us what's actually...
Yeah, like Denzel Washington once said, if you read the newspaper, then you're misinformed. If you don't read the newspaper, then you're uninformed. It's like, I don't know. I probably butchered that. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's good. That's why whenever the news media,
the celebrities and the owners of all these,
whenever the news media put these out, you gotta question it. You do gotta question it. You can believe it, but you gotta question it.
All the news is really good for is just covering the disaster. You know, playing with people's hearts, showing the sadness, and then they give you a story of these people are strong. You know, all of that sentimental stuff. They never get to the root causes.
And it's crazy also, but let's get it.
Big tech companies who have our best interest at hand as well, and care about all of us because they always come out as philanthropists, right? Because there was no emergency sirens that went off. No emergency sirens.
Yeah, what's up with that? There was like the winds are.
Yeah, they're saying it was. Some people are saying it's very windy there,
and that
so
somehow
it knocked out
the sirens.
The sirens, but then somebody else says it's always windy over there.
Yeah,
but
like
we don't know. We don't know. But why? But like you gotta think about it. If the siren didn't activate, then that means like a lot less people got alerted that something else was happening.
If people was alerted, if I were to spawn a controllable fire, I would want the people to not be alerted. That way they wouldn't prepare. They
you could take more people out and get more land.
Yeah, people would have packed and moved. Say, you know, we're gonna lose this house, but let's get all our necessities. So when after the fire's done, we can come back and rebuild properly. But if you catch them by surprise, they're gonna most likely not even survive the fire.
You're gonna get more casualties.
And the ones that do barely survive, they're gonna be so, you know, like thrown off that they don't even want to be there. You know, it's gonna ruin their morale of wanting the land.
Also, you gotta look at it also too. 5 years ago, you can look us up on YouTube. 5 years ago, they was talking about these sirens, these emergency like stuff in Hawaii. It's like when you need it the most, it didn't activate.
It makes no sense. Those things should be very durable. Like these are emergency sirens.
It should be.
No
matter what the weather's like,
take them out. That makes that's a horrible excuse that they're using.
Yeah, but
somebody just turned them off, bro.
And then they just didn't turn them on.
Yeah.
And this also goes.
The more you read into it, the more it sounds like an inside job.
Yeah, and also to I'll say this later, but let's get it.
Were activated at all. So the fire started, and if it started where they say it started, maybe an alarm would have went off, right? But I guess they almost
all of them went bad.
The people who lived in
that's
those
crazy
homes,
too.
Well, that they didn't have a head start because then they might actually want to keep their land still or get insurance. They want to make sure that didn't happen, right? So the alarm didn't go off. They go off for tornadoes and stuff. If you're not familiar, if you're young or if you're in a town and there's a tornado coming, there's like a siren that goes off to warn people so that they can go hide in a bomb shelter. Maybe they would have wanted to warn people. And of course, we have the mainstream media like CNN putting out articles saying that people, Maui didn't listen, that they were warned. They were warned.
Wow,
and
that's crazy.
Fake news.
They just didn't do anything with the climate to combat the wildfires.
That's crazy.
Stop the cap.
They always bring that climate change back, and like we said before on this channel, using climate change as a means to take away your rights, and bring in their agenda and how they want the world in their image. They're just doing this just to say, hey, they're just giving you a reason. It's like it's the same thing as giving the U.S. a reason to join the war. Like.
Yep. Is there any other important points in this video? Because we do have another link. That
some more important points gonna pop up.
Because they always happen in Maui. Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you believe in coincidences or not. I'm somebody who, obviously, these celebrities are just wonderful people. Wonderful people. They all care about us. That's why they're all involved in politics. That's why they censor free speech on big tech sites like YouTube. I don't know. I'm just, I guess I'm just paranoid conspiracy theorist when I see things that should be common and make people
just ask questions.
Too many questions, right? So they're all perfectly fine. Don't worry. All those celebrities who haven't owned land there are fine.
I like this
all
guy.
The people who didn't own land there, all the people who aren't celebrities, of course, lost their land. And it just conveniently was that they were getting priced out and told that they weren't, needed to sell their property and get off the island. Well, they didn't want to because they lived there their whole lives. What are the plans for the Hawaiian Islands? Is that the big question we all should be wondering? We all should be wondering that, right? Zuckerberg owns all that land and Oprah owns all that land. I mean, why would you just
back to her
buy
house?
all that
She's
land?
good over there.
She's good.
Huh? And now, conveniently for Oprah, I guess some of that land opened up. I'm sure the fire might have touched some of it, right? So now it's a perfect spot. Oprah maybe will give her land up because, that's what philanthropists do. They care so much about the little person. Right. I'm sure Oprah will offer some of that land that she had in the middle of the island up to this new smart city to rebuild Maui, make Maui great again.
You heard that? She could possibly give up her land.
She ain't gonna do that.
For the smart city to help out Maui. But yeah, you see, that's one of the end goals also, the smart city for Hawaii.
Build Back Better, whichever one of the propaganda.
And earlier this year, Hawaii was at a summit where they talked about going greener.
Yeah.
And
so expect to see more of that in the upcoming future about this smart city, because if I wanted to build a smart city in Hawaii, I would get rid of the current
you have to get rid of
and all the fuzz, all the clutter, and start clean.
Phrases you want to use as all these people work together to destroy our society, to kill our citizens.
These people are diabolical.
Whether
man.
it was
Once you
via
think
things
about
like
it,
this or another
the fact
thing
that
where
they
trick
can do
people
something
and they
like
still haven't
this
been
is
held accountable
crazy.
for, and people still defend them, right? But we aren't supposed to have brain cells and ask questions. We're supposed to see stuff like this with, right? Now that land, who's going to own that land? Huh? No one is. The state's going to own that land that just got burned up, right? And Oprah will probably conveniently and very kind of her give her land up and then get promoted all over. You didn't know what they're taught. Amazon, really?
Yo, do you think it's weird
there,
how
right?
Oprah?
Nobody could argue it's not.
Oprah don't have any kids.
Yes, that is weird.
Like, is she? It makes me wonder. Like, you have such a big platform. You have so much riches and wealth. Wouldn't you want to like
have kids?
Have a bloodline?
Yeah.
To go with that, but that's one of the weird things about her that don't really make sense.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Maybe she can't have kids. Who knows?
Probably.
But yeah, guys, so that was the video before, and he also have a video previous to that video that talks more about the smart cities. So check out his channel. This right here, we cut to the part where he's about to talk about why the sirens didn't turn on. This is I forgot his name. I know his last name is Green. I believe he's the governor of Hawaii. Governor addressed the failure and grim aftermath of Maui wildfire. So address sirens failure. But let's see what he has to say, and then we'll wrap it up.
His skin suit look like it's it could use a lift.
Yeah, and I'm
adjustment. I mean,
and I'm gonna be honest with you.
Suit.
When I'm watching the video, I'm just keep it up. I don't feel empathy.
You don't feel empathy coming from him?
From him, yeah. Look like a guy who's stressed out, but hey.
It looked they sat him down. They said, this is what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have to do your part.
Yeah.
And he's powerless. He looks...
Allegedly, guys, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
He looks like he knows something, but he can't do nothing about it. You know?
Not do nothing about it. He's a part of it. You got to understand, he's a part of it.
Yeah.
He's a part of it. He's not against it. He's not. I got my hands tied behind my back.
His face is giving me like I'm helpless to do anything about it, because my my taskmasters basically told me how it's gonna go, and it's a face of regret. I'm getting that type of face.
I'm not getting a face of regret. I'm getting a face of let's get this over with. Let's get it though.
Dang, crazy.
You, everyone.
So, Governor, as you know, the initial response to this emergency has been criticized. Reports suggest there was a lack of audible sirens and warnings once the wildfires started, giving people less time to evacuate. Your reaction to that, and was the initial emergency response lacking?
Well, my reaction, of course, as an emergency room doctor, more than as a governor, is that it is almost impossible to know in the throes of the acute part of a crisis if you did everything that you could. We have, in my office, asked for a comprehensive review with our Attorney General because we...
That's your reaction? I don't get it.
Decided to be on this fully transparently right from the start. But let me share a few things. What was happening was this. It was a...
Just like they told him, all right, say this, because, they pre-feed these guys their questions. And this guy, his questions sound like it's scripted, and you're not saying what you.
Yeah, his response for real. Yeah,
like what was your reaction to the sirens not activating you? Fart.
I guess some people can write it off as he's being professional, but I don't know, man. Social humanity, bro.
Possible to know in the throes of the acute part of a crisis.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, certain things happen. You never know. But what's your reaction to it, sir?
If you did everything that you could. We have, in my office, asked for a comprehensive review with our Attorney General because we...
So they're asking for a review of what started the fire or what?
I think they're asking... I don't know. What? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm going to keep it real with you.
Because we decided to be on this fully transparently right from the start.
Sound like
okay.
Sound
So
like
basically, talking about transparency, what caused this? So he's trying to
Attorney General. That's like a lawyer or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm not sure.
Attorney General. That's probably yeah. But let's
hear
what
in my office asked for a comprehensive review with our Attorney General because we decided to be on this fully transparently right from the start.
Okay. You want to know why it happened? Okay. And you want to be transparent with the people that that died because of this failure of the sirens.
But let me share a few things. What was happening was this. It was a fire hurricane.
It was a fire hurricane. Have you ever heard of that?
I never heard of that.
A fire hurricane.
My odd years of living, I have never heard of that.
Huh. So a fire hurricane. So that means there was a device that was going around.
It's a fire hurricane.
And
the
you know how a hurricane works, right?
The hurricane didn't even hit them.
It targets stuff.
Yeah.
And if you can control it,
yeah,
then it can go to the targets you want.
Possible, but I'm not following. He said fire hurricane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But let's get it though, cause this man, I ain't gonna lie, it smelled like BS when he said that.
Yeah, the fact that he said that is kind of like that just shows you that fire was controlled. That's a nice way of saying the fire was controlled. If you think about it.
He said it's a fire hurricane. I don't know what he means by that, but it could mean anything. But you could be right.
Cause they've been known to make hurricanes. So.
Yeah. They've been known to modify the weather. But let's see what you got to say about it.
I want to warn the entire planet about this, all of America and all of the world. We were experiencing very dry conditions, drought conditions because of global warming, which is obviously very real for us here. And
so you're gonna go to the climate change route.
Yo, this is crazy. He's basically covering. He's covering up so much by saying that. He's basically saying, oh, it's just the Earth. We're experiencing so much. So he's basically trying to dismiss the people who's gonna ask the tough questions.
And it's
He's chalking it up to global climate change.
Yeah, so this is gonna be another point for climate change. It's gonna be another leg for them to. This is more space that they're taking.
Right.
Yeah. Let's get it.
And everywhere. In addition to those drought conditions and difficulties with water management because there's just not enough water here in our islands, we then had.
That sentence just makes sense. What he said. There's not enough water in our island.
I mean, like, I'll say fresh water, but can't they?
No, you don't fight fire with fresh water. Like, you're on an island, bro.
No,
like make that make sense. Make it make sense.
No,
can we replay that part?
No, I don't think he talked about like fighting the fire with water. He's just saying there was a drought there already, so everything's already dry. The air is dry over there. So if, like, say for instance, a fire did start, it'll spread a lot easier.
Wow, let's go.
Real for us here and everywhere. In addition to those drought conditions and difficulties with water management because there's just not enough water here in our islands, we then had the penumbra of a hurricane. Hurricane Dora had just passed south of us, leaving 60-mile-per-hour winds still with gusts up to 81 miles per hour.
So hurricanes don't carry tropical storms and rain anymore? I'm pretty sure when when a hurricane passes, it carries a lot of water.
But you gotta look at it. The hurricane was away from the island. It didn't like directly like affect it, but probably the wind from it probably caused a lot more air, like more wind speeds around the island. But I don't know.
But it didn't create a weather situation where tropical storms will pop up. Just like when a hurricane passes us, but it don't touch us.
It wasn't close enough. It wasn't close enough. Okay, just think of this as Hawaii, and the hurricane was like way over here.
Right.
But yeah.
All right.
Because when fire jumped from one spot to another, there were 3 or 4 fires going on at the same time.
How did the fire start? You fart. How did the fire start?
He basically painted the scenario. He says it's been a drought.
Yeah.
And then you got
everything
wind.
is dry.
So if everything's dry,
how did the fire start though? It just sparks up because it's so dry.
Everything's hot and dry. Yeah. All you gotta do is just start a fire. Is just
light a match,
blow on it,
or maybe have a secret government weapon that can just start a fire. That
and you got your
magically attack the coastal areas of the island where a lot of residents live.
Fire hurricanes.
But didn't attack none of the celebrities' homes.
Right. Like something like that.
If the fire was so like this, then it should have. It should have got more inland.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Let's get it.
Very quickly with those 80-mile-per-hour gusted winds, and then the fire moved essentially at a mile per minute. 60,000.
That's unusual.
Look like he's reading off of something. This man nervous, boy. He gotta get this right, cause he's the governor. He gotta make sure.
Right.
Power down through the community, and that's what a fire hurricane's going to look in the era of global warming. And so,
so fire hurricane is a new term now. I'm guessing. Cause he's saying that's what a fire hurricane gonna look like. So now they're calling it a fire hurricane because what a fire hurricane is when everything is dry.
Stop the cap.
And you have a lot of wind, and then the fire start. Then the fire's gonna spread all across because it's so dry.
You say it goes through the towns.
Yeah, it goes
through the towns. I like how you said that. Fire don't go to the trees.
Yeah, so
the other surroundings. It gotta take a trip through the towns. It gotta see the scenes. It gotta see the sights.
And the whole island should have been caught on fire, if you ask me.
Right?
But then
it's a fire hurricane. So that means fire is uncontrollably everywhere. But for some reason, this was a very controlled fire.
Yeah. So you also look at it too. He's saying this is, in my opinion, this is like a new global elite. Climate change.
This is a new tool for them.
Yeah.
This is their latest weapon.
Yeah.
And he basically issued a warning to the world, basically saying no one's safe.
Yeah, no one's safe.
In the
basically, whenever
that comment he made, what the world should know is.
Yeah. So whenever so whenever we have these huge like outbursts of fire or any type of environmental disaster, it's gonna be climate change. I told you so. It's gonna be something to do with climate change. Yeah. Which we have views from the couch know is BS, because there's people that are a lot more qualified than this guy that's telling you, hey, all of this is a hoax. But hey, you're gonna listen to that Greta girl and these 2030 agenda people about climate change.
And
let's get it.
Wild.
And that's what a fire hurricane's gonna look in the era of global warming.
In the era of global warming. What is the era of global warming? They've been telling us about global warming for years, for decades. Then I don't know, bro. What era?
This guy just painted the most sci-fi world.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He truly. It's like they really think people are stupid.
Yeah.
To the people who's gonna sit down and eat this.
Yeah.
Like.
Look at this, bro.
Think about it. Think about what he's saying.
Look, lifeless, bro.
These people are so slick with it, man.
Yeah.
They swear they're slick with it, I mean.
Yeah, let's get it.
In the era of global warming. And so we have to
the era of global warming.
Right now, what we can to stop global warming and reverse it. Now, as to the sirens, we'll know soon whether or not they did enough to get those sirens going. But there was massive destruction of telecommunications. Otherwise,
remember, this guy was at a summit talking about making Hawaii go more greener.
Wow.
When they say go greener, it means more electric cars, less diesel, less gasoline powered stuff.
Wow.
He was at a summit talking about these stuff. So now this is a good starting point to go on with that plan. And now you got Jeff Bezos, you got all these other buildings. They're gonna be donating towards that goal.
Right?
Yeah, to
This
have a
is
smart
like,
city,
if,
to have
if you somebody who was talking about that,
yeah.
and then something like this happened,
Yeah.
you're like, wow, how
Yeah.
convenient.
yeah, very convenient.
Like,
Let's get
come
it.
on, man.
And there's already talks of turning Maui into a smart city. So let's get it.
we ourselves would have communicated with each other like we always do within
Like,
seconds.
this is
on
look
our
at all
cell
these
phones.
people's
And
hard hard
basically
work,
what
man, to
happened.
own a
We'll
boat,
make sure we
to
get
do all this stuff,
all
man.
the
Like
answers that people deserve.
the stuff they
I
had to
also
go through.
authorized the dual status,
Their property
dual
is
status
being
command
destroyed
center
just
with
like
with
that.
the president.
That's a slap in the
Joint
face,
Chiefs,
man.
So now we have a lot of military presence to protect the area also.
Protect the area, meaning you can't go back for your stuff. Meaning
What?
nobody's gonna really get to go back in there because,
Wow.
and then you might not even get to see your land ever again.
Wow.
We don't know.
Protect the area.
Protect
So
the
they
area.
basically
protect the.
that's if you put all the pieces together, they destroyed. It's basically a conquest
yeah,
that just happened here.
yeah.
They just conquered people's land, and now they claimed it. You can't go back. Protect the area. Man, that's so messed up, man. That is crazy.
I seen this video. Right, these people was in the car, and they was driving throughout the fire, and it was someone lying on the floor. We don't know if this person was breathing or not, but the person in the car said, "Go, go, go! We can't stop. Go, go!"
Wow.
Instead of quickly just checking to see if that person was okay, if they were breathing or not, because you never know. You
Right.
never know, but
Man, that's
it just shows you
scary,
how
bro.
hard it was there. And you see the people, they wanted to keep their land. It wasn't gonna sell. They don't care about this smart city. It goes against their way of life,
The elites. This shows me how
yeah.
reckless and
Yeah,
it just shows me how the length these elites
Yeah.
are going now. Now they're more like, oh, you don't want
Yeah.
to comply? Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna destroy everything.
yeah.
So
And
this is not just in Hawaii, man.
Yeah.
Expect this in anywhere. Situations like this can happen anywhere now.
And also too, you gotta look at it also too. This
They're really
guy,
messy
I
with it.
believe he's a Democrat. You gotta also look at all these Democrat places. They're just bad. They're just at an all-time worst. It's weird. It's weird. It's too much of a coincidence. And where these places are so bad, I believe they're gonna be implementing smart cities in these locations. And this guy, he didn't look like he had a shred of feeling, emotions going on. This man looks dead, like he was reading off a script.
Reading, bro.
And he was trying to get their agenda out. Hey, whatever. Hey, what was the who give out the social credit score for these big business? They'll give him a big
this
bonus
guy,
point.
He knows
His social
what's
credit
coming.
big,
He's on
yeah.
the inside.
Yeah,
He knows he basically issued a warning to the world.
yeah,
This is the era we're in,
yeah.
and
if
get
you're-
ready.
If you're asking why these smart cities are gonna be a thing, and how can it be a thing when you have all these people, all these. Personally, I believe a lot of people are going to die in the future because of the second wave of a pandemic that could happen. They're already saying, "Hey, another pandemic's gonna happen." How you know another pandemic's gonna happen?
Yeah, how you just calling it
but
like
that's
Biden at a press conference just casually says
Yeah.
that we're preparing for the next one.
Yeah. So in my opinion, that's gonna cause a lot more people to die, and a lot of people are gonna perish because of who. But we're just asking questions, and we're just saying a little piece, But
And we live
all
in
of this is
some
alleged. It's alleged.
crazy times, man.
Yeah.
Yep. But guys, that was our video, man. I know this one was a little lengthy, but this one was very. It's very telling, you know. It shows you the lengths that these elites will allegedly go to get what they want, and they can get very destructive when they want something. So, man, it's crazy out here, man. Like, all I can say is, trust me, man. Vengeance is for the Lord. These people are they're gonna get their justice. Justice will be served to them, man. Because it's crazy. They're getting away with so much, man. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of it.
This beginning. You got Canada. They want to turn Toronto into a smart place. Areas in Toronto into smart cities. It's just crazy. Like all around the world, where these are supposed representatives, like they want to have a lot of 15-minute cities. It's like who the fuck voted for that shit? I ain't vote for that shit.
Right.
I mean, like, sorry I cursed, but who voted for these 15-minute cities? And you guys telling us climate change and all that. You guys know. Just
all the trap,
ask
man.
questions and connect the dots and see that what they're saying is BS, and know that they're all in one big club and they know what's gonna happen.
These people are sick. They have no regard for your life. They do not give a damn.
It's crazy.
They could care
this
less.
year alone.
Villains like we got diabolical league of villains running the world.
Yeah.
What you think about it?
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
Canada had that huge wildfire. It went across. It went like down the border of theirs. It's just not making sense anymore. You got record-breaking heat waves, but they're trying to blame climate change. But we all know what it is. We all know what it is.
Always ask these questions, guys. When you watching the news, man, always ask these questions. And hope you got something from this video. Share it to your friends and family. Share it to somebody who could use this type of information. And hit us up in the comments. Help us build on this. Let us know what you know. And all that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. Views from the couch. We're gonna head out. You got anything else you want to say, Fred, to close?
I'm truly sorry for those who lost their life, for their home, for their heritage, for their families.
Definitely.
The legacy, all gone in a matter of days. And it shows you how
disregard for human life.
It shows you how they build, how this new world order built. They burn the old and they build on top of the ashes.
Yep.
And you see it a lot.
Part.
You see a lot in movies. When they want to build a new utopia, when they want to build a new world,
that's their favorite thing to do.
The old one must burn. The old one must be destroyed. Anyway, anyhow, just so they can have a new platform to build their stuff. But you gotta look at it. They're building on top of the backs of innocent people. They're gonna be building these new things on the back of innocent people, and much more people will lose their life because of this agenda that they got going on.
It's a very destructive ruling class, man.
Yeah, but all of that's allegedly. As always, guys, we don't want to get sued by nobody. But yeah, rest in peace to those who lost their life. Truly sorry for those who lost their home, and I pray that you guys get to keep your land, you get to keep your home, you're able to rebuild, and I pray that you guys are able to do that. If you're not able to do that, able to rebuild, able to keep your land, and they force you out, or like. It'll just break my heart knowing that you lost something that was
very
passed down
valuable,
to your family. Like what you grew up, into as a kid. Like this is your childhood. This is your life. This is what made you who you are.
Yeah.
And it just greed and envy and whatever these elites have planned.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's all I want to say, guys.
Yeah.
Views from the couch, and we're out.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna head out. Views from the couch. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, guys. Yeah, pick up some merch as well. All of that
to support us, guys.
Yeah,
so we can
support the work.
So we can put out more videos like this. So we can have more time to do.
Yeah, so we can
put
have
out more videos.
Yes,
that's the reason why we putting the merch up. And we don't want to make it seem like we're like trying to, hey, we're trying to get rich. No, we're just trying to do this a lot more full time.
Yeah, support the channel the best way you can, guys. Views from the couch. We're out.
I would say, hey, support those in Hawaii who really needs it.
Yeah, definitely. That too.